Hey, this is Hops3, and I just wanted to create a quick update on my Dust Unique Disenchant module on FilterBlade. And first of all, I want to give a big thank you to everyone who has given me great feedback on the module and playtesting it, especially on Reddit, on YouTube, and of course in-game. And actually a special shout out to channel 6666, global channel on PoE, which is the Summoners channel. A really cool and very friendly community out there, and they've been able to help me a lot and giving me, like I said, giving me some great feedback. So the first big thing I've changed is the coloring scheme. We still have the purples and the blues, and as a quick recap, purples means guaranteed dust, which usually means that there's only one unique for this base type that does well, and blues means that you have to check before you pick it up. Similar to how you check a heavy belt for a mage blood. And the lighter purple, such as this marble amulet, means that the dust value is very good, whether it's the total dust or the dust per slot. And then you have all the way to the dark purple here, and then you have the light blue to the dark blue, which is right here. So the light blue means, in this case, you're checking to see if this is a Divinarius, a T0 unique, which in this case is not. This is the white wind. But if it is Divinarius, it would dust for like 2 million dust. So let's actually show how to install this module once again, which I've made some other few changes. So to install the module, you will go to create a new filter. The strictness doesn't matter. It kind of did matter before, but now it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to leave it at regular. Click on modules, click on public, click on or search for disenchant. And for me, it popped up very quickly because I have my search cached. But for you, it may take up to a minute to show the results. So now if you click on preview, previously the preview will show all these things such as like cluster jewels and flasks and other things that are not related to unique. And before it will even show these changes, even though it wasn't actually a change. It will say something like disable to disable over here. But now I've cleaned up the rules a lot, so that it will only in the preview section it will only show you the unique changes, which I have here. So you can actually close that once you're satisfied with the preview. I don't know how to do something about this because these what looks like gibberish out here are the actual dust tier uniques, and you can't delete these because these are actually what's adding the S tier. So S tier dust actually corresponds to like one of these lines, so you can't delete this, and I don't know how to rename it either, so leave that alone. But yeah, once you can scroll down and see that this module changes nothing else but the unique section. So you can close that. Let me just close this tab actually. So to actually add the module, you hit add right here, and then you hit apply. And now if you go to the customize section, you can scroll up and down and see that there's no changes to anything but the unique item section. One thing, if people use my old version of the module, you may have to manually sort the dust tiers, but now all the dust tiers are sorted out of the box, so you don't have to sort anymore. So all the purples are grouped together, and then all the blues are grouped together. And that's basically my short update. And if you're new, or if you're not new and you are already using the module, I will show you how to update it. So if you want to update your module on your filter, then go back to, I'm not going to save this, so go back to your filter that you're using, and then when you hit load, you will see on the bottom right side of the screen that it will give you a pop-up saying that the module has been updated. So watch down here. So I'm going to hit load. And right here it says your module updated from Hops3 version 9.8 to 9.9 right here. So once you see that, then you can go to, you can make sure, just kind of double check and make sure you have it the way you like it. Once again, if you want to hide something, you can't just uncheck the box like that, because that would disable the tier. You have to actually hide it. So to do that, you have to expand it and then hit hide like that. Don't just check or uncheck like that. So make sure it's hidden. But in my case, I'm not going to hide anything. and then go to export to PoE, and then you sync it over. And then, of course, in the game, you will load the filter as well. But so that's basically the end of the video. But I also have some questions on, like, for the blue sections, how do I know like which ones to pick up, which ones to not pick up? And I explained that in detail in my old video using Awakened PoE Ninja. Awakened PoE Trader, or and using like the Control-Alt-D shortcut. But now that I've run, probably hundreds of maps, especially, really juiced up T17, I see tons of uniques drop. I can kind of give you like my opinion on which uniques to sort of memorize. So let me just do that real quick. So from my experience, most of the uniques you see in the game will be like jewelries. So let me pick all these up, and then I will show you. Whoops, so I'm a little full here, so I'm just going to do some little management here. Okay, so most of the uniques you see, I'm going to my unique tab, are jewelry. So these are all the uniques that I picked up while I was mapping tier 17s. And as you can see, I started IDing some of these, but most of the time, for the sake of the video, I didn't ID these, so that when you drop it, it just shows you how it will look when you're mapping. But yeah, like about half of these are jewelries, and the rest of these are pretty small slots. And every once in a while, you'll get something like this, an exquisite leather, which is 90% of the time it'll be this Uriel's fostering, but every once in a while it'll be Kintsugi, which is worth dusting. So in here, I will kind of go over. So yeah, let's just concentrate on the blue section. So the S tier dust you should just memorize. These are like the heavy, the Mage Blood and the Headhunter of dusting. So for Divinarius, you're looking for under Imperial Scheme, you're looking for Voltaic Rift for Spine Bow, and then you're looking for Essentia Sangrius for Vol Claw. So these three uniques will pop up, and 99.9999% of the time you're just gonna see the trash unique, which is the White Wind, the Reach of the Council, and the Allure. But then that one time that you find the teaser unique, then you definitely don't want to miss that. So these three you just memorize. Within the A tier, these I've never seen any of these uniques, to be honest. I think I've seen the Brian Crown once. Arikari's Fangs, I've seen that once, but the ones you want to the ones you want to know are the amulets and the rings. So the turquoise, this one's kind of rare. I Badge of the Brotherhood is pretty rare, but I do see Warp Timepiece a lot. And Furry Valve I see every once in a while. For Ruby Ring, Warrior's Legacy is pretty rare. Ember Wakes is okay. I don't really see these the Warrior's Legacy at all. Topaz Ring I see drop a lot. Anything that's not Kikazaru, so Storm Secret, I see that very, very common. Valaco Sign also see that pretty commonly. Astral Projector is pretty rare, but it does drop. Here, these are really rare. Like I think the only one that's worth dusting is Vol's Devotion, but I hardly ever see that, or maybe I don't think I've ever seen that while mapping. Let's move on to B tier. So this one, it's not that important, so let's go to here. Anathema is pretty rare, but this is also very, I think the only one worth picking up here, or that I see a lot, is a Heartbound Loop is worth dusting, and then the Shav Ring. And this one, under the Sapphire Ring, Snake Pit is worth a lot of dust, and I think Dream Fragment is worth okay. Yeah, those are the only two you want that you want to pick up. Parandis Signet is kind of rare, but Soulbound is worth dusting. Don't pick up Praxis or Dodri's Damning. This one, don't pick up Kairi War, but pick up all the other three. Willow Griff, all the other three are pretty common. They dust really well. Ank's Amulet, Astromantis is pretty rare. Replica, Dragonfang's pretty rare. Just pick up everything but Carnage Heart. So Hina Koras and Aya Chayula. Under this one, just pick up everything except for the Reso Salute and Retaliation Charm. So basically, Eye of Innocence, which drops really commonly, in my opinion. And Jinx Juju is a little rare, but I think Eye of Innocence already does for like 20k. This Iron Ring is very common base, so pick up everything that is Venopuncture, Ice Fang Orbit, and Prospero's Protections, a new unique added in Mercenaries League, and that also does well. So it's kind of ironic that so you can't really you can't always look at the price, because if you look at the price you would think like Blackheart or the Hoop of All does well, but they don't does well. They're just good for leveling. So in this case, like I said, it's the bottom 3 that you want to pick up for dusting. And then down here, C tier, I mean, you can hide it, but under Amble Amulet, Blood Soak tends to kind of drop. I think maybe like 30% of the time. I'd say pick that up. Let's see, any other jewelry here. Gold Amulet is Perco's Toy, which I'm sure everyone knows about with the Mercenary one. It actually does well, so pick that up. You won't find these unless in Ritual. Under Diamond's Ring, just pick up Romira's Banquet. And let's see, any other jewelry. This one, pick up, I think Dodra's Tongue might does well, but definitely Ephemeral Bond and the one about Mary Lane's Fallacy are worth dusting. And I think that's about it. And of course, you know, if you really don't want to look at blue stuff, then you can just hide all of these, but just don't hide the S tier, because the S tier is, like I said, if you're someone who hide heavy belts, then yeah, then maybe you can hide it, but otherwise just leave the S tier on. And once again, if you're gonna hide something, make sure you actually hide it and not just uncheck the box, because if you uncheck the box, it'll get disabled. And that is it. Leaving me any questions in the comments. You can reach me in game or through the global chat 6666. Or like I said, yeah, just in the comments. I'll read all the comments out here, and if you have any questions or any other feedback, then let me know. But I think for a Mercenaries League, I'm pretty much done with this module. In the next league, I will update whatever new uniques come out. I think I only need to update it for the new uniques, because then I don't think the dust value would change. But yep, that's about it. So take care.